Greetings, my name is Eric Lang, and this is another video installment for my Author Eric Lang channel. This one will be for my engagement, focus, intention in project management book, one of several books that I've written. This one is focused on human, people-centric project management phenomena in project management. These are the human psychology things that happen over and over again in my professional life. It's kind of interesting to have written this book and then go to work every day and see these phenomena pop up again and again. Knowing about them really helps in formulating a response rather than being confused or delayed while trying to figure out what's going on. So the goal here is education, both in their existence and possibly some guidance on methodologies for working through these to reduce project execution friction and improve project quality outcomes. The book has about 80 phenomena in it, plus some adjacent other topics that are related. So it's a good source of very relevant day-to-day project management, decision-making, and execution, skill building, and just overall improvement. Today's topic is in-flight missile repairman. There are two in-flight missile repairman scenarios. Scenario one is when a project is executing, and as part of project execution, there's a process that has to be worked through. This process could be a software tool. It could be a spreadsheet that you have to fill out. It could be some other work through, even like a methodology that you're supposed to implement. And what you'll find as the project manager, you begin implementing this process, tool, spreadsheet, whatever, and you'll find out that it's not well structured, it's not well defined. In some cases, the process is incomplete. And as you're working through it, it becomes more of a problem trying to figure out how to get the process to work than to do the actual work the process is there to do for the project. The in-flight missile repairman part of it is often the project will get sidelined while the process is being fixed. Someone will try to leverage what I call hooking on, which is another phenomenon in the book, and they'll try to leverage the project management execution of this project, the energy from that, to fix the process. The kill two birds with one stone kind of concept. This is a terrible thing to do. It's going to slow the project. It's going to divert energy and attention. And then often these processes are poorly defined and poorly executed because there's fundamental flaws in their concept. And working through all of that becomes a science project in and of itself. And that derails project execution. So the goal when identifying an in-flight missile repairman scenario one situation isn't to fix everything, because that will slow down the project. There's just not enough bandwidth to do that. Resources weren't allocated. Fixing processes is a project in and of itself. As project manager, your goal is to identify up front that an in-flight missile repairman scenario is occurring. Having identified it, look at what your goals are with this process for your project. Look to meet those goals, not fix everything. Okay, so minimize the delay impact on your project from this in-flight missile repairman scenario situation. Accomplish your project goals, but don't lose track of the sight that you are actually executing a project, not fixing processes. That's in-flight missile repairman scenario one. In-flight missile repair scenario two is when a project launches before it's ready. It happens way more often than a lot of people realize. Decision making is being made, money is allocated, execution is initiated, but the project hasn't actually been fully defined. So there'll be kind of like a budgetary process. Give me a budgetary cost for this. Give me a budgetary timeline. And you'll even have in there, this is budgetary. It's not finalized because we haven't fully defined the project yet. Yeah. And then you'll get notification. The money's been allocated. Your budgetary timeline has been written in stone, and you can now begin execution. This is in-flight missile repairman scenario two. Is you now have a fully funded project executing on partially define specifications and set in a timeline that was a guesstimate at best up front. And complaining about it is not going to help you. It's not going to make anything better. So the goal is, what can we do? Having identified it takes a lot of the stress out, because you can just acknowledge up front, this is a tough situation. How do we deal with this? And the fundamentals are, you have contributors that need work right now because the project is executing. There has to be a sensation of forward motion. So you're going to want to take aspects of the project that you can take and work on now and get those assigned and executing. Then hopefully create a breather space where you can finish the specifications for the project, fully define everything, and then again, feeding contributors as necessary to keep them busy. So forward motion continues. The things that you can define quickly, and then the things that take a little bit longer, hopefully there's some breathing space to make that happen. So acknowledge up front what the situation is, separate work out to people who can begin now on things that are defined, and then use that breathing space to do further definition, and just try to stay one step ahead of having a problem with execution on the project. So in-flight missile repairman scenario 1, in-flight missile repairman scenario 2. Those are two different aspects of it. These can be found in my book, Engagement, Focus, Intention, and Project Management, available on Amazon. There are many phenomena in here. I see them every day in my professional life. It's fundamentally creepy to write a book on all of this and then go to work and you're like, there's phenomena that one, there's this phenomena there. Happens pretty much every day. Some more than others, but all of them pop up eventually. Awareness really makes it a lot easier to deal with them. You're able to eventually build a playbook for each of these situations and then execute accordingly. But if you're not aware that they're happening, and also having that common understanding with others that they see it as well, it makes a big difference. So thank you for watching my video. In-flight missile repairman. Watch for this. I think this is going to be number 9. Watch for the others, and like and subscribe. And thank you.